Well, today is May 3, 2024, and it's a Friday, and it's just after 2 p.m. Not much happening today. I did a lot of grass cutting yesterday, so I can take a little rest today. And it rained last night a little bit, not a lot, just basically just enough to make the bucket of the bottom of the bucket wet. But anyway, this is what I cut yesterday, part of it, and back here I'm gonna let those strips of cut grass dry up out there, here, and down there, and those three on the hill, and this little piece here, and I got another piece up here, and I got one in the front yard, and anyway, I'm going to go up to the west side and take a look at that. Like I said, I'm not doing much today. I'll have to move them somewhere one of these days. I don't feel like doing nothing today. And it's not very hot. It's only about 77 degrees right Fahrenheit right now, and it's overcast. Yeah, it's just cloudy today. This makes it a little cooler. I can still feel the heat though. Yeah. Oh, here's my mulberry tree. It's got some green berries on it. I'll show them in a minute. And yeah, there's some clouds up there. Anyway, I'll move them over to that area someday. And I moved them over there yesterday because for some reason I had the bright idea of those boards were there right there. They were standing up about a foot, I guess. Went down and it went that way. And I had the bright idea of cutting some tall weeds in there, go in and then just back out. But it didn't work out the way I planned it. And then there's a hump there, and when my wheels got over the hump, my left wheel got hung up over here up against this board. These logs there, right there, got hung up in that hole spot. I couldn't back out because my front wheels were like blocked. I couldn't turn or nothing. So originally I was going to just pull it out with the truck and chain, and I said, oh, that's gonna damage the lawnmower. So I ended up with just moving the logs, and I got out easy. Anyway, that was yesterday, and everything worked out okay. And I didn't really need it anymore anyway, so it's good I got rid of it. Okay, let's head to here's another pile of grass I want to rake up. I'm going to use all this raked up grass for the mulch for the garden. I mowed all of this too yesterday. There, you can see that little pile of grass I got laying there, and I mowed all this in front of the house, and a little section on the side, and then I also mowed this little section right here around the trailer. I decided to leave that clump of white clover. Well, maybe if it's spread its seed, that'll get thicker. I like those. I like that white clover. Anyway, I got one place I didn't cut. I forgot to mow this because one, it wasn't very big, but I just forgot after I cut that big one in the back there, that big hill. I just was too tired and I forgot about this part. But I'll get to it one of these days. Yeah, I never got around to mowing this yesterday. It ain't very big anyway. Yeah, I'll just let it grow up. Maybe get a little thicker. Yeah, if it's a little thicker, I can be able to have something to rake up for the garden. So like I said, this ain't very big, so it's okay. It's no problem. And there's no cows There's no cattle in this pasture down here anyway, which is growing good, by the way. That's growing good. Yeah, growing good. Yeah. 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 It'll all get growed up this year, and the only thing I got to watch for is the ironweeds, which kind of take over there. Ironweeds take over in late summer when that's usually because the cows eat everything, all the grass off, and there's no competition for the ironweeds. But if the ironweeds are in here, I can't see them, but they're probably just getting started to grow, so they like hot weather. I'll just keep an eye on them. Okay. Yeah. All right, that's all about this. I'll mow this whenever I get around to it. Well, I did mow up this hill here because it's hard to turn around here when I'm mowing the rest of it up on top here. So I just came up here, turned around, and went back down just to clean this up, because this is where I have to turn around to go back when I mow this there. Yeah. Yeah. I mowed this all yesterday. It's a little buggy today. Yeah, it's kind of, what do you call it? Humid, that's the word. Humid today. I said the sun's not very strong, but the heat coming off of it is. Oh wait, sun's coming out from the clouds, so now I can feel the heat again. But when it's behind the clouds, it's not so bad. I was barely able to drive the lawnmower through here. I had to go very careful. The next time I park this, I want to park it more this way so I can drive through here better. Next time I use this trailer, I'm going to reposition the back end here so it's over that way, so I can drive through here a lot easier. Okay. Yeah, I still got to think of a way to keep these weeds cut here, and allowing the honeysuckle to grow, to cover the whole hill with honeysuckle. But I got to keep these taller weeds cut down that might interfere, at least till the honeysuckle gets thick enough to crowd them out. Here on this side, and on this side too, same thing. I still have to burn that brush pile there. That should be easy. But I got to keep these weeds under control. I was just going to spray it all with a weed killer and kill everything, but I decided there's a lot of honeysuckle growing here. Was before, and it's growing back now after I burned it off this past winter. But I want the honeysuckle to grow because it smells good, but I don't want all these weeds growing up. So I got to take care of that. Keep the big weeds under control and let the honeysuckle take over somehow. That's a little pile of grass I got to pick up, and I'm not gonna. I was going to cut that over there, the part of the pasture on the other side of that gate. I cut it once already. About 2 weeks ago I cut it, when I cut the rest of this front yard. I cut it then, but after looking at it now, I decided I'm just going to let it grow as part of the pasture. But what I might do, just to make it easier for me to walk, is cut a path along this fence, on the outside of this fence there. Cut along a path there, and along this fence on the inside, just like a path, just to keep the weeds down on the fence. And then maybe a path along the outside, or along the edge of the pond, above the pond there, around that way. That way I can walk along the pond if I want to. And I'll cut a path to the barn too, because I don't like walking in the tall weeds, in the tall grass when the grass is wet. So I'll probably be doing that one of these days too. But that's all I got to do. No hurry. Even after spraying in here the other day, I think it was 2 days ago maybe, I sprayed it. I sprayed it once, about 2-3 weeks ago. I forgot when. At least 2 weeks ago. I sprayed permethrin, yeah, to control these carpenter bees in here. And a couple of days ago, on these raptors, because these raptors aren't treated, so they've been eating these up too under my carport or garage, whatever you want to call it. And outside here too, I gave this another treatment. This is treated lumber on this carport that was added later, or more recent. And the bees are still, even after the two treatments, the bees are still buzzing around here. But every once in a while I see some dead ones, so I don't know if the poison, the permethrin on the wood kills them slowly or what. But sometimes they die. Yeah. But I still want to keep spraying it to keep up. It's better. It's best when I just be able to spray it on the bees itself. I know they get killed that way, because these bees sure ate up the wood. And he's even worse in the barn. Bird just flew out. There's a bird nest in there somewhere. I'm not sure what bird it is though. Could be what do you call it? Swallow. Yeah, swallow. Because they build a mud nest under on the side of the wood rafter. Anyway, I'll be treating it. I'm going to start treating this more often to kill more. Try to kill more bees. Okay, well, see what happens. I'm headed out to the barn now. Take a look out there. Yeah, I cut the grass here yesterday too, on the side of the house. So when I walked from the front of the house to the back here on this side, I can walk easily. I also cut the driveway around to the other side too. Where this is the way I usually walk around from the back to the front of the house, because I got a road. But I still gotta walk on the other side once in a while too, on this side. I also need to have a path for my people gate here. That's my small gate that I use to walk when I need to walk to the barn when this big gate's not open. But I need to at least mow a path wide enough to go up and come back down, and then do that. And then I also want to cut a path through here too, on this side, as close as I can get to the fence. I still got to spray underneath the fence, because even though the cattle aren't here now, they'll be back in the fall. So I need to at least cut a path here, edge of the pond, and along the fence. Okay, that's all about here. Now let's head to the barn. Whenever it warms up to about 70 or above, right now it's 77, these carpenter bees always swarm my barn here. First I attack. They're drilling holes, and I don't know if you can hear them. Hear that buzz? There's one right there. Yeah, they've been infesting this barn for years. There wasn't much I could do about it until I started looking it up on the internet. Now I got ways to fight it. Look at those bees up there. Look at them buzz around. Oh, I can smell that. I can smell that. It smells like a skunk, but it's a groundhog. I didn't even know they smelled. Anyway, I caught it yesterday and dispatched it. That was my second groundhog out of this barn, which I also had a problem with digging holes. But I caught 2 of them now within the last week or so. Yeah, that's 2 of them. So, and I'll just wait and see if any more show up. I'm gonna keep a trap set in case I can catch some more, if there are any more. But anyway, My problem in here is these bees. See that one over there? It's looking for a hole up there. And see underneath? Look, they're looking. Now I treated this, I sprayed this pretty good twice now. I forget exactly when. But anyway, I sprayed it 2 days ago with more permethrin, and then I also added some peppermint oil and lemongrass oil, which made it smell real good. But I don't smell it anymore. Like I said, the bees are all over that wall there. And I was in here earlier. I saw some bees flying into, crawling up into holes. They always crawl into holes up underneath the board there. Those 2x6s. They drill a hole and then they crawl in and lay eggs. So my goal this summer is to keep spraying them with that permethrin, because I know that kills them. Because after I spray, I see a lot of dead ones on the ground. And I saw a bunch of them this morning when I came out. Yeah, but they're buzzing. They're still buzzing, so I'm going to make me another treatment. Hopefully I can kill as many as I can with the spray when I spray it. And I'll try to spray it into the holes as much as I can. That I can find the holes. And then hopefully I can kill all the eggs and babies too. Anyway, that's what I'm dealing with here, these carpenter bees inside my barn. I said they've been eating this barn up for years. You can see the holes over there. Let me get a closer look. Rain here. I got it. Go this. Oi! Oh my gosh! I got another groundhog. I just saw it. Yeah, see all those holes there? There. That's from years and years of eating. Anyway, I got another problem now besides the bees. Now I know why I smell groundhog. I thought it was the one I dispatched. Groundhog dug its way out of there. Now it came out. Usually they were digging out from the other side. And see, I don't remember having. I had a hole on this on that side, because the other hole comes out under there and goes out to my trap through that way. That's where the trap is, outside the wall there. And they were coming out of here, so I blocked all that. Now they go outside. And I also had a hole inside that I keep covered up. That's still covered up. And then there was a hole down there. It looks like they were digging there too. I'm going to take a closer look at that. It looks like they were digging there too, where that post is. It was on this side, and where those boards are sticking out. Were digging out there, inside, underneath. So I was keeping them covered up and clogged up with boards. But now it looks like they were doing something here. So I got more work to do to stop them from coming out from this side. So I got another groundhog. So hopefully I can catch another one now. So this looks more like they were digging in. I think this, yeah, looks like they were trying to get into the, see how they were scratching? They scratched the wood and dug some dirt out, but that wasn't from underneath. That was from outside. So they were trying to dig in from the outside. So, but I'm thinking that they actually got in over there. They tried to dig here. They were digging this hole out from inside, and I got that all plugged up. And they didn't dig any new ones there, but they looked like they were trying to dig in there. And I said I did this before I caught that second one yesterday. So this wasn't like this yesterday. So they did this after I caught that one. And then it looks like they did some more digging along there. And it looks like they dug all along here. That looks like it's sunk down. But this one looks like they actually was able to dig in and come out. Dig in and go get in, and I'm going to block that right now. So I got to find a board to block that. He's always hanging around me, aren't you? You just can't get enough of me, can you? Well, I got to get back to work. I gotta plug up that hole down there. I'm running out of scrap lumber. I don't know. I'm gonna put that board in there. I had some scrap from when I built the shed, I guess. Still got it after. Well, I built this in '89. Yeah, it's been a while. Over 30 years, I guess. But I still got it. Okay, let me see if I can plug that hole. Force the groundhog to either go out to the trap or dig another hole. I don't think that's enough. I'm gonna see if I can find something better. Or something more, yeah. That's okay for now, but I need to get something, a little extra wood. Let's see how long that lasts. Oh, I need something in there. I just noticed that there's another hole there. I'll get something else in there. That's the best that I can do. What I can find right here in the barn. I need to do this better. But I'll get around to that later. If I can just catch that third one. The smell of groundhog, it smells like a skunk for sure. Some kind of scent. Really strong here. I never smelled it before, but now that I caught two of them, and they dug up on this side, now I guess the smell is coming out of the hole. Okay. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna check it again tomorrow. Now that I blocked that hole, and I'm pretty sure that hole inside the barn, on the outside of the manger, where they even dug through the wood, because it looks like they were digging in from the outside in. That's what I'm thinking. So if something dug its way into the hole underneath the barn again, this is, unless they dig another hole inside there, this is their way out if they choose to take it. We'll see. I'll check again tomorrow. Yeah, there's still bees flying around. Carpenter bees. They don't bother me physically, but they sure are eating my wood up. There you can see where there's new sawdust on there, because they drilled it underneath. See where all those droppings are when they go in and out of the holes? So these holes have been here for years. Yeah, there's new. But since I sprayed, see, there's one right there. There's one right there. I'm hoping that when they go in the hole, I said I sprayed all this with that chemical. I'm hoping that when they touch it, they contaminate themselves and will absorb the permethrin, and then it will kill them. But they're everywhere around here. What's this over here? Well, there's a dead one. Look at that. That one just died. Or not just died, but it's dead. So I'm gonna keep spraying that stuff and hope that it kills them eventually. Yeah, look at all the sawdust over here. Yeah, look at all that. Yeah, you could tell they've been working these holes for years. And look at the board. See, they've been making tunnels inside there, all the way out there too. But I guess there's so many bees that I don't know how long these bees live, but if they hatch a lot of bees during the summer, and then if they're like salmon, they come back to where they were born. That's why there's so many of them now. But I'm working on it. I found that permethrin, and now I'm gonna use it. Oh, there's a big hole. Yeah, there's a. Sometimes I use the sawdust as a. I use the sawdust as a guide to where the hole is that I need to spray. So yeah, I try to spray inside the hole too. So I'll wait a few more days and I'll give it another coating, another coat of that spray. There's less here than before, but now they're flying up high, and I'm not able to treat that up high. But I've never actually seen any evidence that they're drilling holes up there. But since I kind of like maybe preventing them to do it here. Maybe they're looking up higher. Yeah, because I don't see much evidence up there. I don't know why, but they don't. Mostly it's on these boards up to the fourth board. Mostly it's the first three boards up, and sometimes on the fifth. See that one there? Fourth board. I've never seen 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I've also sprayed up there on top. I haven't been able to reach the top with my sprayer. I need a better sprayer to do the very top board. Yeah, I need a better sprayer. But I can get these first 4. Yeah, I can spray them. And I spray this manger. They really attacked this manger. It fell apart. Okay. Okay. And I also learned something on the internet. They don't bother boards that are thin like this, like a 1x4. They won't drill into those. They only won't do like a 2x, anything 2 inches or more, like this one here. That way they can drill up and then tunnel in. They go drill up in one hole and then tunnel back and forth to lay their eggs. So that's what I got to do, is treat the woods that they're using. Okay, that's all for now. Catch you later. At first, I'll just one more check here. I scraped the floor off, so if they do any more digging here, I can see where they've been digging. Yeah, and at 2x4 on this end, and a 1x something on that end. I got that in pretty good. But this 2x6 here, it's too thick. I couldn't wedge it in there very good, but I got it in there. There's also a 2x4 coming up on an angle there on the back side of it, so there is something there. But there's also a hole behind it where they could push it out. If they do, at least I'll know they're getting out. Or in, we'll see. It just rained here a little bit last night, but since that gutter's not draining good right there, it's all clogged up with leaves. The water just drips over the gutter. You can see it dripping now. It's already dripping. It's still dripping right there. Bee goes right up to my head. Anyway, you can tell this got wet from a little bit of rain. But anyway, I'm done out here now. And I'm not even doing nothing, and I'm sweating. Yeah, the humidity, and it's really not that. It's not really that hot because the sun's being blocked by the clouds, but it's still pretty humid and making me sweat. Yeah, I like this view around here. I got the pond. There's the pond. No cattle in it this summer. Yeah. When that tree fell down this winter, I decided to just leave it there because I've had a problem with the cattle walking along that pond dam and then going down and eroding my dam. So I think I'll just leave that there. But yeah, that way the cattle can't get in there easy. If they want to go in, they got to go in or around the log and go in. Or they got to go in from the other side, which to go on the other side, the fence is right along the water's edge, so they got to walk through the water to get it over there, which I'm sure they are able to do. But not right now because there's no cattle here. Okay. Standing in the shade trying to cool off. Yeah, what I need to do here is just enough to make it easier for me to walk. Is I gotta get my lawnmower, mow a path up through here, and then mow a path down along there, along the edge of the pond, just so I can walk, in case I want to walk along this edge of the pond, just to look at it. And then also I need to mow a path along that fence and around the corner back to the pond. That's all. Just so I can walk along there. And to keep the grass away from the fence too. This area on the north side of the barn that I couldn't mow because it was too steep to bring the lawnmower up here. Yeah, it's too steep. This is that ironweed I was talking about right here. That's ironweed. And there's some more there and here too. See, I can spray all this though. I've been spraying up here for years because I can't get in here to mow. But that's what I mowed yesterday. Yeah, I got a grass to pick up there and pick up there, and I got some more grass to pick up over there, down there, over there by the garden, and then on the other side of the fence I got some more. So I'll have plenty of mulch, but I'm giving this a few days to dry. Plus it got rained on last night a little bit, so it's still a little damp. And the sun's not that strong today to dry it out. So anyway, I got something to pick up. That'll work. I'll have plenty of mulch for the garden. Yeah. Yeah. Always looks better with the grass cut. Alright, let's go. Well, it's about 77 degrees at 3:20 p.m. and I'm going to cut a little bit more grass today. Just because I have nothing else to do. It's still May 3rd, 2024, and it's 4 p.m. now, and cooled off a little bit. There's hardly any wind, but the air that is blowing is cool because it's around 70, 75 or 77, 76, something like that. But it's very cloudy, so the sun's behind clouds now. So I decided to go ahead and cut the grass. And now I got more to pick up. I got a row of cut grass there I could rake up later after it dries. And later, one of these days, I'm gonna go in here and cut along the edge of that fence before I spray it. Before I spray this fence all the way around, I'm gonna mow what I can with the lawnmower. Okay, let's go look at the other area that I mowed today too. Might as well get it done while the weather's nice. Yeah, I did the same thing here. I started cutting around. Then when I got close enough, I was throwing everything toward the middle. And when I got close enough, I cut a path down the middle and then start throwing all the grass into that. So that's where I wound up, right here. And that's where all the grass is piled up, so it makes it easier to pick up later. And it's all cut now. And like I said, one of these days I'm gonna, before I get ready to spray this fence with weed killer, even though there's no cattle here this summer, they'll be back in the fall, and I want to make sure the fence is cleaned up before that, or stays clean. I'm going to cut where I can. I'm going to cut along the fence wherever it's possible to cut with the lawnmower. I can do that up here. I don't know what I can do. I could probably do some over there, but and to do that I probably have to cut me a path. And I might use the lawnmower to cut up some of these weeds around the area where the hay bales were fed, because it's not grass. So I might cut a path through there. Yeah. So but that'll be later. I'm in no hurry to do that. But I got to do it sometime before the weeds get too tall. Like underneath this fence, I got to spray them. There's some ironweeds I was talking about. See how the ironweeds are growing? During the summer, they just get real big and big and big, and the cattle don't eat those. But right now, I don't see too many down in there. I don't see too many there. So maybe the grass will prevent them from growing too much. Years past, I tried to spray them during the summertime. I tried to spray them to kill them. But they always got ahead of me. I couldn't spray them all, so hard to keep ahead of those. All right, let me go to the other place that I mowed today. I was able to mow that. I got to close the fence. Only place I can't mow very good. Well, that was yesterday though. But I still got to figure out a way to keep that stuff clean. It's kind of hard to get in there with a mower, so I'll have to figure that out. Anyway, I got this mowed here. I got a path to go up, and then I just mowed along the fence to keep it cleaner. Yeah. Also mowed along here a little bit. I'll have to spray that. That's from that wood there is from that old bale feeder box that I built and used years and years and years ago, which I stopped using because most of them fell apart over time. But they worked pretty good when I used them, so I'm not disappointed that I made them. Anyway, I cut it there along the fence, and then I'll spray that too. I just put it there because all the four sides are still connected by bolts and metal hardware, so and I didn't feel like taking it apart at the time, so I just left it there out of my way. Okay. I also mowed up on the top because on the top there where I used to feed hay there on top, it's mostly just old manure and weeds growing. There's no grass, and mostly thistle. There was thistle all over it, so I mowed that too. There's the path I mowed to come up. That's just so I could walk up here easier. Yeah, I left a little patch there, which just for fun. Only cut what I thought it was this. I like to have this area clean so I could walk along the pond. Just to take a look at it. It's in pretty bad shape. The cattle knocked down this bank. Eroded this bank a lot. Made the pond shallow here, but they like to cool off in it, so I guess it's all right. And as you see, I mowed around that area there, around that dark spot. That's where I used to feed hay. That's an old hay, and especially on this side, it was just full of thistle. But I just cleaned it up to make it look good. Then I cut a path there to connect it. I'll take a look at the other side too. There's still a lot of thistle in here, but I'll have to come back later, and as they get bigger, I'll need to spray them with weed killer. Just the thistle though. Yeah, because if I let them get out of hand, they just get thicker and thicker and harder to get rid of. And even though I cut all these thistles that were in this area, mostly in this area, and up there, they might still grow back because I just cut the tops off. So I'll have to keep an eye on them too. If they start growing back, I'll either keep it mowed or I'll spray them with weed killer. But this is what I mowed here. I mowed around the gate, so when I get ready to close it someday, I won't have all the grass in my way. So, because it's hard to close the gate with the tall grass interfering. And then of course I mowed along there, along the edge of the pond. For one thing, I got an apple. I got a yellow apple there, so I want to make sure I can access the yellow apple when the apple gets ripe. I can even see some of the apples up there. They're pretty small yet, but they're yellow. This is another one I planted from seed. Yeah, I plant seed, but I used to have it fenced off, and then from the cattle, but they still broke through my fence and ate it anyway. But at least it grew out tall enough where the cattle couldn't bother it no more, so I took the fence down. But I can only get the apples off the top. Yeah, see, there's a few more apples. Oh, there's some up there. There's a nice one up that way. Bunch of three. There's more over there. There's apples. They had apples last year. They were good too. This was grown from a seed. Yeah, I cut along this fence. Yeah, around the gate and around the top there. Along the pond, there's some red clover. I need to find some more red clover. I like to pick the blossoms. I like to make clover blossom tea. Yeah. Well, there's some more over there. I need to start picking them. Whenever I can see them, I'll pick them. I like red clover blossom. They make good tea. And when even now, if I get a sore in my mouth, I don't know, like I could bit my tongue or whatever, or any kind of sore in my mouth, I'll just put a clover blossom in it and it heals it up right away. Yeah. Anyway, the tea's good too. All right, that's all for now. I'll catch you later. That's a nice clover blossom. Yeah. You can see along here, the edge of the water is very close. I couldn't, this as far as I could mow. I was lucky I didn't get stuck. Yeah, I always tend to push it. Anyway, the cattle can walk through here, and they want to. But the fence wasn't always this close to the thing, but I used to be able to walk through here, and then the cattle kept tearing it down. Finally, it eroded enough where the fence is now up against the edge of the water. And there's the, oh, those are some nice clover blossoms there. I had to get down before something happens to them. Now we're heading, I went ahead and took the red clover blossoms by the pond. And I'm eating them. They're good, they're sweet. They taste good. It's very good for me too. Yeah, that tastes good. Oh. Okay. Pear's good. Pears on them too. There's a couple. Right there. And there's more. There's the other ones. More over here. And they're all over. Okay, that's all. Alright. Let's go down and get those other clover blossoms before I forget. There's a few more clover blossoms I can get. Right next to the asparagus. Old wild asparagus. Oh, I got low battery. I gotta get going. I think I'll just eat these two. There aren't that many. Yeah. I'll have to find somebody's clover field to get some more. Yeah. That's a good eating. Good eating red clover blossoms fresh off the plant. Tastes good too. Well, it's 4:20 p.m. It's still cloudy and overcast. Sun is still putting out some heat though. Through all those clouds. So it's still warming the planet. Okay. I gotta go charge my phone. Anyway. One of these days I have to get the lawnmower out here somehow, and won't be a path, at least around the fence, around that side. And maybe around there too, in that corner. The rest of it I can't get to with the lawnmower. But we'll see. See what I can get, if I can get in there or not. I'd probably drive it in along the area where I had mowed, where I had fed hay, because it's clear and there's only weeds there, so I can mow the weeds down. Yeah. Normally I wait till late summer, early fall to mow all these, because they'll get real big. The weeds will get real big during the summer. But if I can keep them cut down, I just got to make sure I don't get stuck. It's a little wet through here, a little wet through there. So, but the lawnmower, we'll see. I'll give it a test run one of these days, but not today. Yeah, I'm going to call it a day. It's been pretty nice. It's just so humid. Even my house, in my side of my house is about the same temperature as outside. 77 outside and 77 inside. So my house is not really cooler except for the fans I got running. And I haven't used my aircon yet this year. I'm feeling the humidity inside the house. So one of these days I might turn that on to get it going again. Because once I get the aircon going, I won't be shutting it off, because I get too used to it and I can't take it without it. Okay, that's all. I'm going to end it here. I guess I'll catch you on the next one then. There's a nice view of the garden, and which I planted in old seed. Let's see, today's Thursday, Wednesday, I guess. Not yesterday, but the day before. Yesterday I cut grass. The day before that the first. Yeah, on the 1st of May I planted the old seed that I had left over. Yeah, it's pretty old seed too, so I'm not sure if anything will grow, but I'll find out. Anyway, this is a good view of the garden and the area that I mowed there and over here too. And I use that for mulch. Of course, I got to rake it up and haul it down there to the garden first. Anyway, that's all for now. Catch you on the next one. Bye. Another view of the grass I cut yesterday. I got some grass I need to cut grass, need to pick up down there and a few other places. That'll give me a lot of mulch for the garden. And I just noticed here, this is the area that I can't mow too good. It's hard to get in here. It's iffy. Yeah, it's even hard to walk. Anyway, I got some thistles here. I'm gonna have to start spraying. There's one down there, a couple down there. A lot of them through here. Yeah, I need to spray them. Only way to kill them. Okay. And there's old Budster. He's hunting me, I guess. Okay, that'll be it. I'm gonna catch you on the next one then. Bye. Oh, I couldn't stand it. I turned the aircon. On. But I still got the fans running in the house. I got the aircon set for 75, but the actual temperature in the house is 77. Same as outside, so that's why I don't feel cooler in here today. Okay, that's all. Catch you on the next one. Bye. This air conditioner is only a few years old. I can't remember. I got it wrote down somewhere where it's a Bryant. Yeah. So it's working. So that means that's good. I'll have to clean all these weeds out of here and clear all the stuff around it. I'll do that tomorrow. And then there's nothing really blocking it right now. So I'm going to go ahead and let it run. Probably going to run all night, get the humidity out of the air. And then I'll clean the weeds out. And I'll probably hose out the screen around it too. But it's not running, that is. Okay. Alright, that's all. Started my aircon on May 5, 2024. Or not May 5, May 3. Today's May 3. May 3, 2024. And it's at around 4:30 or 4:40, something like that. Okay, battery's getting too low. Gotta go. Catch you on the next one. Bye. Oh, I forgot to show you the elderberry. Not elderberries. I forgot to show you the mulberry tree, which is right above me. Yeah. It's got berries out there on the end. But these are the only ones I can reach, and over here by the tree I can reach those, but most of them I can't reach. But the birds like them. They're not ripe. When they get ripe, they'll be black or dark blue. Anyway, I like them. They taste good. Like I said, I can hardly reach them, but the birds love them, so I'll leave them for the birds. All right, that's all for today. Catch you on the next one. Bye. Well, it's only been about a half hour since they turned the aircon on, and less than a half hour, I think. And the temperature inside the house already came down to 2 degrees, so feels cooler. But the main reason for the air conditioner is to take the humidity out of the air. Where my house is very humid because it's half in the ground. Anyway, it feels good now. I still use the fans. And if it stays too humid, I can always lower the temperature setting for the aircon to kick on. Right now I got it set at 75. But if it needs to be set lower to get the humidity out, I can do it easy. Okay, that's all. Catch you on the next one. Bye. Well, at 7:30 p.m. on May 3rd, 2024, and sun's getting ready to set. Oh, there's bugs flying around my face. Anyway, maybe I'll catch the sunset. Anyway, looks nice down there in that pond. That sun shining in from the road. Yeah. All right, that's all for here. I'll go try to catch the sunset later. We'll probably set in about 15 minutes or so. Today's the end of May 3rd, 2024, and right now it's about 7:35 p.m. Sun's getting ready to set. I never got a sunset view from this location before, so I'm gonna try a little different. I hear some geese. Yeah, here comes some geese somewhere. Yeah, they're looking for some place to land, I guess. I've never seen geese on my pond. There they go. Is that one or two? That's two. Yeah, they just flew over my house. They're headed somewhere else. Anyway, that's my sunset view from this location for a change. I used to take it from the west side of the house, but today I'm out at the barn. I wanted to make one last check at the groundhog, and no changes there. The groundhog that was trying to dig a new hole from outside the manger. Yeah, on the outside, not underneath it. Anyway, I'm going to go get another view of the sunset. Another view of the sunset. Yeah, just above the trees now in the distance. Oh, I'm going to try some. Yeah, we'll get another location now. It didn't work. I thought I could get a reflection of the sun on the water, but it doesn't look like the only reflection I get are the actually fence posts. I can see the fence post and the grass in the water. Well, it's got the glow of the sunset. The sun's already behind the trees, so I got to get moving. I still made it. So that's the there's my house, and there's the sunset in the middle. Yeah, I never got a sunset from this location before. It blocks everything out. I can't really see nothing. I can't see the grass or anything. But sunset's looking nice. The house is more of a silhouette than anything else. There's something flying around me. Probably mosquitoes. Okay. Alright, I think that's enough for today. Sun's down behind the trees, or trying to sink down below the trees. And it's probably around 7:40 now. Yeah, 7:40 p.m. on May 3, 2024. And I'm going back into my house. Get away from these bugs. I got the air con on now, so it's nice and comfortable inside the house. But it's actually comfortable out here too. It's just above, oh, it's about 73, I guess now, degrees. It cooled off as the sun's going down. Okay, that's all for today. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.